150 years ago today, Father Nelson Baker made an important trip to the Notre Victories in Paris. This pilgrimage set things into motion for the OLV National Shrine and Basilica to be built in the city of Lackawanna.
Right now, we are joined by Msgr David LiPuma, pastor and rector at the Basilica. It is so great to have you here this afternoon. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you both very much for having me back, and I'm thrilled to be here today.
So here we are, 150 years after this pilgrimage. Let's start a little bit with the history.
Sure.
What led to this pilgrimage 150 years ago?
Sure. So Father Baker was a seminarian at the time at Our Lady of the Angels, which was located on the campus of Niagara University today. And he was 2 years as a seminarian when he got very seriously ill with a skin disease. He almost died. He was anointed, and then he had this recovery that he attributed through all the prayers. He heard about a pilgrimage of Catholics across the United States, led by a bishop from out west, Fort Wayne, Indiana, going over to Rome to elevate the papacy at the time, because the papacy was trying to defend against communism, socialism, all the things that were going on. And this was a way to kind of elevate Catholicism in the United States, but also support the Holy Father. So this pilgrimage, Father Baker heard about and said, I would like to go and take that opportunity to give thanks to God for the healing I've experienced. So that's what led to it. And the primary spot was to go to Lourdes, France, where Our Lady appeared to St. Bernadette, and the healing waters where people were coming from all over the world to experience that, and then to go on to Rome. But the pilgrimage stopped in Paris first. They got delayed by a couple days because of the amount of pilgrims. And while he was there, they went to Notre Dame that everyone goes to. But then the bishop on this pilgrimage said to Father Nelson Baker, the seminarian, I think you would appreciate the smaller church, Notre Dame des Victoires. It's located over by Louvre. It's kind of in the back streets. And he went in, he actually went down, knelt down on his knees, and he looked up at the statue of Our Lady crowned Queen, holding the child Jesus crowned. And he saw all the intercessory prayers engraved in the walls. He saw crutches. And he was just moved by the intercession, the powerful intercession, as he was thinking about his own healing. And it was in that moment that he knelt down, he looked up, and he just kept repeating, I'm going to go back and dedicate the rest of my life to patronage of you, Our Lady of Victory.
Wow.
Wow. And so was it, when he obviously had that spiritual reckoning, I suppose, or that spiritual aha moment, did he know that he was going to create the OLV for what it is today?
No.
This big campus with all these beautiful, ornate, was he just trying to say, I'm going to build a building and dedicate it to the Lord?
Even at that point, he was just going back. He had 2 more years to be ordained.
Right.
So he came back, he finished his school, he gets ordained, and lo and behold, he gets sent to Limestone Hill, which was St. Patrick's at the time, even before all of that was there. The orphanage was there, the protectory was there, and then he eventually would become the president of those institutions, the pastor-rector. And that's when he was able to say, you know what, I'm going to really, at some point, build something to honor her. But everything that he did, the expansion of the orphanage, the protector for boys, the home for Edward mothers, the hospital, everything he did, he went to Our Lady of Victory, he prayed through intercession, and when people said, Father Baker, it's amazing what you're doing, he said, I didn't do it. She did it all.
Msgr LiPuma, it's my understanding that you followed in his footsteps. You went over there knowing that that spot inspired everything today. What was that like for you? It
was very powerful. We took 32 pilgrims with us. We left on April 30th. Father Baker took a boat. We took the plane. We flew into Paris. We went right to Lourdes for 2 days, and then we went back to Paris. And so 2 weeks ago, tomorrow actually, I was in Notre Dame des Victoires. I had Mass for our group in a side chapel, and then we all went over and knelt before the statue of Our Lady of Victory, the same statue that he knelt in front of. I'll get a little emotional. But telling you at that moment, kneeling down and looking up and realizing that everything that we have is because of that moment 150 years ago, and how that patronage is growing so strong that we are still doing what Father Baker did, caring for children and families and youth, opening our arms, welcome everyone, all of that because of his great devotion to Our Lady of Victory. So I got to tell you, it was a very powerful moment, and a moment that I will continue. It inspires me now to just continue the great legacy of Father Baker.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. Just that one moment leads to so much, and not just so much in terms of a building or a campus, but history and belief and faith. And boy, isn't that sort of a metaphor for what we should be, I suppose, if the faithful are watching and listening? Just one moment could change that much time.
just that mustard seed of faith.
That's right.
And if we all have it, just believe and trust. And boy, we all know right now we need that more than ever. And I know God will always provide. Our Lady will always provide. And certainly Father Baker's right now interceding for all of us.
Beautifully said, Msgr LiPuma. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing this with us.
You guys are
Really.
great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very grateful.